Hi, welcome to Coffee Talk. I'm Kelly Nitz, Broker Associate with RE/MAX Preferred.
I'm Ian Cohn-Top with the Kelly Nitz team and RE/MAX Preferred.
And today we're going to talk about the closing process and what we do to prepare for the closing.
Right. Once we get a clear to close from your lender or from the buyer's lender, the title company will call all the parties involved and arrange the closing date. They will also let the buyer know how their funds need to be brought to the closing, and nowadays everything has to be wired. So you have to get your wiring instructions from your lender, and that's how it all happens at the closing.
Mm-hmm. And before the closing, usually, sometimes we do it the day of if there's time, if the house is vacant, or we arrange just within a day or two before the closing, a walkthrough for the buyer, just to make sure everything is just as it was when they made the offer to purchase, that there's no holes in the wall
Right.
or anything could happen really.
Or
Maybe
chandeliers missing, or
swapped
things
out
like that.
refrigerators,
Right.
just different things could
Right.
happen. So we like to do a walkthrough.
Before you sign the papers.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing is the title company, once they get the final numbers from the lender, they will send us a copy of the Alta settlement statement. It's the old HUD, similar to the old HUD. And we make sure that all of if there was any seller's concessions, if there was any the prorated taxes, if the commissions are correct, and if there was a home warranty, we make sure that all of that is correct on that Alta settlement statement.
Mm-hmm. You want to make sure that the buyers got credit for their closing costs and those kinds of things too. And and we're checking for, like she mentioned, prorations. You can have maybe if there's a propane tank out in the country, you want to have that prorated so that the buyer is paying for after whatever's left in the tank, the buyer can pay for because they'll have ownership of it at the closing or when they possess the property. And also we want to make sure that all of the utility companies are called in a timely fashion and that nobody uses the word shut off or turn off the utilities.
Right.
Make sure to use the word transfer to utilities, because if there's a shut off, like the gas company, they do a whole new test and they force air into the lines to make sure there aren't any leaks, and sometimes that can cause leaks alone. So you want to avoid that.
At the closing, we will get a check will be made out for the home warranty if there is one involved in the contract, and we make sure that either if we represent the buyer, or the other side, if we're representing the sellers and there's another agent with the buyer, that they get the check and take it to their administrator, and they'll send it out to the home warranty company.
Yeah, if it's our buyer, we always give them the telephone number to call in case there's something
Right.
that they need right away.
Right.
And they haven't had their warranty mailed to them yet, but a copy of it will be mailed to your new address if
Right.
you're a buyer. So
Right. And we always like to remind them they have a home warranty, because people forget, and it's a very nice benefit.
And while we're at the closing, like yesterday, for instance, the seller brought a whole folder full of warranties from all the appliances and those kinds of things. So that's a chance for you to exchange words with the owner, or the buyer and the seller can get together and talk. I mean, around here we do round table closings. Other parts of the country we just do it in escrow. So it's kind of nice to be able to meet your new buyer, or for the buyer to meet the
Yeah, it
seller,
is.
and hopefully they get along nice, and it's,
Yeah.
it's a nice feeling.
Most of
instead
the time they do.
Once in a while you
Yeah.
get. So anyway, that's all about the closing process. Thanks for joining us for Coffee Talk.
Thank you.